Yo, what's poppin', everyone? Welcome on back to the channel. Hope that you're doing well. Hope you're feeling good. Look at you. You're looking pretty good out there. Thank you so much for coming on back to the channel, joining me here. Today we're going to go ahead and listen to the Guess Who. We're going to listen to the track No Sugar Tonight / New Mother Nature. This is off the album American Woman, which was released in 1970. So, the Guess Who is a band that's been circulating in my recommendations and suggestions, and I've mentioned it, but I was like, I've never heard of them or anything by them. Well, just looking at their top tracks here on Spotify, American Woman and the name of the album, okay, I know that track. American Woman, and I'm assuming that that's the same track. So I have heard a track from them, but as far as I know, I do not know anything else. So this is what we're going to be doing and listening to today. In case you're asking me who recommended it, nobody. At least from what I can see looking through my comments on YouTube, there was a lot of talk of the band, but not a lot of specific like recommendations. So I'm choosing this one, and I'm going to dedicate this reaction video to David Oliveris because he says that the first 45 he bought was American Woman / No Sugar Tonight. So David, this video is for you. Even though you didn't really suggest this, I'm doing it because of you. So anyways, let's go ahead and listen to the track. We will talk about it after. Let's dive on in. That bass line just kind of bounces you.
Find a corner where I can hide. Silent footsteps crowding me. Sudden darkness, but I can see. No sugar tonight in my coffee. No sugar tonight in my tea. No sugar to stand beside me. No sugar to run with me. Down, down, down.
Doing the dots. Really, the bass playing on here. Jim Cale. I like that.
In the silence of her mind, quiet movements where I can find, grabbing for me with her eyes. From her skies. No sugar tonight in the coffee.
I like that
no
rhythm.
Sugar tonight in my tea. No sugar to stand beside me. No sugar to run with me. Dun da da down, da down, dun da da down, down, dun da da down, da down, dun da da down.
Is this now the transition to New Mother Nature?
'cause the sky is falling and I'm getting pretty near the end.
Nice drum kicks. I like that.
Smoke-filled room in a corner basement, the situation must be right. A bag of goodies and a bottle of wine, we're gonna get it on right tonight. 'Cause it's the new Mother Nature taking over.
Oh, look, the chorus is so catchy.
It's the new splendid lady come to call. It's the new Mother Nature taking over. She's getting us all. She's getting us all. Lonely feelings, yes, and I believe inside. When we talk about the things I say, find the corner. Got the faith or the guts to leave it with us standing in each other's
back and
way.
forth.
Silent footsteps out to places you've been to. You wonder what you're gonna find. Sudden darkness, wrong and it won't be long.
paranoia
You'll see
here.
them all far behind. 'Cause it's
Like it's being followed.
Mother Nature taking over. It's the new splendid lady come to call. It's the new Mother Nature taking over. She's getting us all. She's getting us all.
And they brought it back to this chorus. Nice. Sugar. I hear it 9-9 back there. Okay, this track slash these two tracks, depending on I guess how you want to cut them, really enjoyed that a lot. I really like how, like I said, it seems like it's really two tracks kind of put together. But even though there's two distinct halves to this coin, they both work really well together that you really could have just put this under one name, like one track, you know? But the way that they transition, I thought was really nice, using the intro from the first part from Sugar to kind of transition into the next part to New Mother Nature. The bass playing from Jim Cale. Really enjoyed his bass playing here. I mentioned it during the verse, but it sounds like this is what I envisioned listening to the bass playing. It sounded like Cale was just kind of gently rocking us like little babies on his knee. Like, it wasn't like a hard groove, right? And it wasn't like a hard rock era or anything like that. It was just a steady bounce. A little movement, gets you moving a little bit, gets you nodding your head a little bit, right? Like a baby on your knee, like just kind of bouncing with it. I really enjoyed his bass playing and listening to his bass playing throughout this track. Like I said, especially in those transition moments when he would come in, for example, amongst or right below the guitar. Really enjoyed the guitar playing in here. You have some, strumming along, but the way that it introed and that transition was really nice. It seems that lead guitar here is going to be Randy Bachman. Just awesome. And then in transitioning into the second half of the track, you have some keyboards, courtesy of Burton Cummings, who's also handling vocals here. I really like the entrance of those keyboards. It added a kind of funky flair to the music. Like, it wasn't funky, but the sound of it gave it a kind of a funky flair in there. Of course, backed up by Gary Peterson on the drums, who was just hammering it back there. I love those extra kicks that he adds in. It seemed like musically, the second half of the track was gave him a little bit more leg room, so to speak, to kind of enable those. I think they sounded fantastic. I think it was catchy. I love the do-do-do-das, da-da-ba-das at the end of the chorus in Sugar. It's a fun track, two fun tracks for the low price of one. Lyrics. Lonely feeling deep inside, find a corner where I can hide, silent footsteps crowding me, sudden darkness, but I can see. So there's this paranoia, there's this isolation that he's feeling, and he's hearing and feeling these footsteps coming towards him. No sugar tonight in my coffee, no sugar tonight in my tea, no sugar to stand beside me, no sugar to run with me. So feeling isolated, but in the sense of romantically. So I like the line like, no sugar tonight in my coffee, no one to share a drink with, coffee, tea, or whatever it may be, but also, of course, the romantic illusions of, knowing there's no one for me to, there's no sugar tonight. There's no sugar happening tonight. In the silence of her mind, quiet movements where I can find, grabbing for me with her eyes, now I'm falling from her skies. So maybe this is like after a breakup, and now he's worried about being forgotten by his former and previous lover, right? In the silence of her mind, quiet movements where I can find, grabbing for me with her eyes, now I'm falling from her skies. You're falling from her graces. Oh, and then moving into New Mother Nature, Jocko says yes, and I believe him when we talk about the things I say. She hasn't got the faith or the guts to leave him when they're standing in each other's way. Oh, I like how this kind of relates to the previous track. You can kind of put them together there. You're tripping back now to places you've been. You wonder what you're gonna find. You know you've been wrong, but it won't be long before you leave them all behind. Because it's the new Mother Nature taking over. It's the splendid lady come to call. It's the new Mother Nature taking over. She's getting us all. So whatever this new Mother Nature represents is coming for everybody and will affect everybody. Jocko said, no, when I came back last time, it's looking like I lost a friend. No use calling, because the sky is falling, and I'm getting pretty near the end. A smoke-filled room in a corner basement. The situation must be right. A bag of goodies and a bottle of wine. We're gonna get it on right tonight. Listen, you got a bag of goodies, whatever's in that bag, I don't know. But it's the fun bag. It's the party bag. You know when you invite like some people over, like you invite people over, it's like hang out at the house, and it's like, okay, this is a nice vibe. This is calm. But then your friend comes over and he has the fun bag. You don't always know what's in that fun bag, but you know the party's about to change a little bit. And then, of course, the outro ends with the doo-doo-dahs that we heard in Sugar. It says here that this track, the single was officially released as American Woman / No Sugar Tonight and peaked at number 1 on the RPM magazine charts and Billboard Hot 100 for 3 weeks. It says, according to Randy Bachman, the inspiration for the song arose after an incident when he was visiting California. He was walking down the street with a stack of records under his arm when he saw 3 tough-looking biker guys approaching. He felt threatened and was looking for a way to cross the street when a little car pulled up to the men. A woman about 5 foot tall got out the car, shouting at one of them, asking where he'd been all day, that he had left her alone with the kids, didn't take out the trash, and was down here watching the girls. The man was suddenly alone when his buddies walked away. Chastened, he got into the car, and as the woman told him before pulling away, and one more thing, you ain't getting no sugar tonight. Is that not the greatest story, the greatest inspiration for a song ever? That you can't make that up. That you can't do better than that. Now that is a strange piece of nonfiction. That is good. I love that. Hey, I would also love to hear what you guys thought of the track. Where you can leave those thoughts is down in the comments below. You can follow me over on Twitter and support the channel and what I do on Patreon for as little as $2 a month. You don't have to, but I appreciate you stopping by, stopping in. Come back tomorrow. You never know what we're doing because I don't even know what we're doing. But we are doing it. Because you are getting some sugar. Have a great rest of your day, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.